Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Tuesday, March the 12th of 2024. I'm Stacia Blake. In the headlines tonight, 4 police officers charged in connection to the escape of 3 escapees. Prime Minister addresses violence against women and children following the gruesome killing of 14-year-old Esther Patterson. In regional news, U.S. evacuates embassy staff amid gang violence in Haiti, while internationally, UN chief calls for Ramadan ceasefire in Sudan. And coming up in sports, 2024 Republic Bank Intercall Championship commenced today with vibrant torch relay ceremony. We'll have all the details for you right after this message.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening. This is GBN's News. 4 police officers attached to the South St. George Police Station have been charged and will soon face the disciplinary board within the Royal Grenada Police Force. Rena Pierre-Thomas reports.
Constables 224 George and 520 Batiste, Corporal 624 Edwards, and Detective Sergeant Lewis are slated to present their defense before the disciplinary board within the Royal Grenada Police Force. Their charges stem from investigations led by Commissioner of Police Don McKenzie into the events surrounding the escape of 3 prisoners from the South St. George Police Station on February 18th that led to the death of 2 U.S. nationals. Prime Minister and Minister for National Security Dickon Mitchell announced the charges against the officers during a press conference on Tuesday.
They have been charged with various offenses under the Police Act, ranging from making a false statement, permitting the escape of a prisoner, and breaches of standing orders in various counts. These officers, however, are also entitled to due process and to have their fair day at the disciplinary hearing. The necessary procedures and safeguards will be put in place to ensure that they have proper representation and that they have the right to defend themselves. But when the process is completed, the chips will fall where they have to fall.
Following their escape from the police station, St. Andrew residents Trevon Robertson, Ron Mitchell, and Atiba Stanislaus allegedly hijacked a catamaran named Simplicity in the Grandance area with its owners on board. It is assumed that the 3 killed the couple, Ralph Hendry and Carty Bandel, on their way to neighboring St. Vincent and the Grenadines, where they were captured and extradited to Grenada. The prisoners are back in the hands of the Royal Grenada Police Force and now face a string of additional charges, non-capital murder and kidnapping. Prime Minister Mitchell, while disclosing details of the investigations, emphasized the importance of adhering to established procedures. He noted that had the prisoners been placed in the 3 holding cells, there would have been no opportunity for their escape. Furthermore, Mitchell highlighted that warnings were issued regarding the high risk posed by the 3 men.
Because the investigation has revealed that the 4 individual cells at the South St. George Police Station had secure, functioning, and proper locking mechanisms. However, the 4 the 3 prisoners had not been placed inside of the individual cells which had the secure locking mechanism. But instead, at the time of the escape, they were in a corridor which had burglar bars and which were immediately located outside of the 3 or 4 individual locking cells. By their being there, it allowed them to bend the wrought iron or iron grill that secures that corridor area and to escape.
Additionally, the Minister for National Security revealed that scrutiny has been extended to the leadership of the South St. George Police Station with ongoing investigations into their role in the incident.
The leadership at the station is a matter that requires attention as well. And the Commissioner of Police has also commissioned an investigation to review the role of the leadership at the station at the time, and when that investigation is completed, given that the leadership falls for the purposes of disciplinary purposes to the Public Service Commission, the necessary report will be submitted to the Public Service Commission, and the Public Service Commission will then choose to do what it is empowered to do.
The charged officers will continue to fulfill their duties with full salary pending the outcome of the disciplinary inquiries. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
The man charged for the death of 14-year-old Esther Patterson made his first court appearance today, Tuesday morning, just as Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell addressed the issue of violence against women and children during a press conference. Christina John reports.
Prime Minister and Minister for National Security Deacon Mitchell called for a collective approach to dealing with the issue of violence against women and children. His appeal came against the backdrop of Friday's killing of 14-year-old Esther Patterson on the sister island of Carriacou.
And it is particularly devastating and disheartening when we wake up to news that a 14-year-old has been killed. Think of the consequences, what that does to our friends and her family and those who go to school with her. To recognize that it is people who are known to them, who are supposed to love, care, and protect and cherish them, are the ones perpetuating this unimaginable pain and violence upon them. And so I call upon all of us to recognize that now is not the time for blaming or finger pointing or calling for the death sentence. It is a time for us to go back to our values, our behavior, and the sense of community that we need to be honest and accept that we have a problem as a nation and that we need all of us to tackle it.
The National Security Minister denounced the lack of sensitivity displayed by some individuals in their social media postings, noting the potential to add further grief to affected families. He called for good sense to prevail.
And we need to be mindful that when there is criminal conduct, that someone is a victim. And we ought to have regard for the families and the victims of crime in our public pronouncements. And it is not a time to score cheap political points or to try to appear who is first out the block with a comment or with condemnation or with hysterical rhetoric, merely to appear as a strong man or a strong woman. Crime affects all of us, and they need to be discreet, empathetic, and sensitive, particularly when they are victims, should be borne in mind.
The Child Protection Authority has intervened to provide support to the affected family and to aid with police investigation. Corporate Communications Officer at the Child Protection Authority is Donella Huston. The CPA, she said, sends an appeal to anyone who knows or believes a child is exposed to abuse to report same to the CPA or the police.
Since the incident occurred, the Child Protection Authority team has been been on the ground in Carriacou. We currently have 1 social worker and 2 counselors providing some psychological support to family and friends of Esther Patterson. The CPA team has also been assisting police officers with taking statements where statements need to be taken. We must also empower our children to use their voice and speak up if they feel unsafe in any situation. And we remind our adults that it is our responsibility to listen to our children and seek assistance from the relevant authorities, including the Child Protection Authority or the police, when any such reports of abuse or neglect of violence is made. Our emergency number is 473-533-6990.
The Prime Minister added that crimes committed against non-Grenadians and Grenadians should be treated with the same measure of sensitivity.
So while we want to have a lot of attention brought to a crime that may involve non-Grenadians because of the impact on tourism or how we think people may perceive or view Grenada as a result of a crime that affects a visitor or a non-citizen, it is just as important to appreciate that when crime impacts Grenadians, that they deserve the same attention, they deserve the same outreach, and the same sense of sensitivity, privacy, and empathy.
30-year-old John Kendall Alexis of Lauriston, Carriacou, was charged with the offense of non-capital murder for intentionally causing the death of Esther Patterson by unlawful harm. Alexis made his first court appearance Tuesday morning at the St. George's No. 1 Magistrates Court before Magistrate Francine Foster. He was remanded to prison and will make his next court appearance on April 16. Christina John, GBN News.
The Royal Grenada Police Force has embarked on a mission to review the infrastructure and procedures that govern the transportation, supervision, and holding of prisoners within the RGPF. More in this Rena Pierre-Thomas report.
Following a series of prisoner escapes, including 4 successful escapes and an attempt one in recent weeks, the Royal Grenada Police Force has initiated a comprehensive review of its infrastructure and procedure governing the transportation, supervision, and custody of prisoners. Commissioner of Police Don McKenzie has already called upon all department heads to undertake these reviews, as confirmed by Minister for National Security Dickon Mitchell.
In addition, the Commissioner has already issued communication to the divisional heads highlighting the following: a comprehensive review and assessment of all police stations infrastructure and specifically police station cells infrastructure. And so a police force-wide assessment of the cell infrastructure is underway, and that specifically includes the cells at the police station. Review and, if necessary, the strengthening of the outer cell doors of all police stations where cells are located to minimize and reduce the risk of unauthorized access is currently on the way.
During a press conference on Tuesday morning, Prime Minister Mitchell elaborated on the planned reviews, emphasizing the examination of procedures relating to the transportation of prisoners to and from courthouses.
A review of the protocols for escorting prisoners to and from police stations and to and from courthouses or any other places that they may be required to visit, and the necessary training associated with this has to be implemented. The investment in equipment to transport, secure equipment to transport prisoners to and from the courtrooms, to and from the prisons, and to and from the police stations also needs to occur.
Additionally, the Minister for National Security outlined some of the upgrades and charges that will be implemented across various police stations in Grenada to enhance the security and prevent further incidents.
The implementation of self-contained cell clusters with integrated toilet and bathroom facilities will also be implemented. The enhanced and comprehensive use of closed-circuit television or CCTV to cover entrances and exits to cells and the cells themselves will be implemented across all police stations that have cells. And the development of a classification system for prisoners based on their risk profile and the necessary protocols that comes with that also has to be undertaken.
Rena Thomas, GBN News.
Despite recent incidents of crimes and violence in the country, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell maintains that Grenada is still a safe place. While addressing the nation at a press conference Tuesday morning, the country leader said that the few isolated incidents that occurred between February and March are hardly seen in Grenada.
Grenada still is one of the safest countries in the world. It still is one of the safest countries in the Caribbean Basin. It is still one of the safest countries in the OECS. But safety is completely dependent on human behavior. It isn't something external to our behavior. And if we wish to keep it that way, we have to come to terms with the fact that there is a significant portion, still in the minority, of Grenadians that we need to address.
The Prime Minister had this advice for Grenadians.
So while we want to have a lot of attention brought to a crime that may involve non-Grenadians because of the impact on tourism or how we think people may perceive or view Grenada as a result of a crime that affects a visitor or a non-citizen, it is just as important to appreciate that when crime impacts Grenadians, that they deserve the same attention, they deserve the same outrage, and the same sense of sensitivity, privacy, and empathy. And so forgive me if, as the Prime Minister of the country, you did not find me eager to highlight a bad deed and to promote it and to publish it. I'm not sweeping it under the carpet, but I see no need to promote it.
And coming up in news, students at St. Joseph's Roman Catholic School, Palm Rose, created an alternative to flour for their Caribbean primary exit assessment. That should be interesting. Stay with us for the details.
Take charge of your financial journey by switching to an Own Your Own loan at Ariza Credit Union. Ariza's Own Your Own loan is as unique as you are because we know one size fits all does not fit you. With Own Your Own loan, you get unmatched benefits including lower interest rates, flexible repayment options, discounted loan and legal fees, and savings from hardware suppliers. Tailor-made options that put you in control. Switch now and step into the life you were always meant to live with Ariza's Own Your Own loan. Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future. Call us today at 440-1759 or visit our website at arizacu.com.
Thinking about getting internet at home? Sign up now and get a $200 Visa cash card from Flow. That's $200 cash to spend anywhere that accepts card payments. Buy groceries, beauty supplies, pay bills, buy whatever you like. Enjoy super fast broadband and free cash now from Flow, keeping you connected.
My name is Alimaka Motley. I've been here doing nail know, since 2017, me being self-employed, I have realized that paying the NIS benefits me now and even when I retire. By the time I'm 65, I will be receiving contributions back from NIS. So I benefit because I'm self-employed. Anything can happen. If anything happens to you while you're at work, you've got a bad cold, you have the COVID, you have dengue, we have all these diseases that's plaguing us at the moment. NIS will be giving you back some form of money when you're ill. So I would encourage all small business persons to sign up with NIS now.
Get ready to witness the ultimate showcase of talent, speed, and determination at the 2024 Carifta Games. This prestigious event brings together the best young athletes from across the Caribbean, competing for glory like never before. With the motto, many people, one region, celebrating athletics, Carifta embodies the essence of Caribbean unity through sports, igniting a flame that illuminates the future of sports in the region. Don't miss out on this incredible event taking place at the Karani James Athletic Stadium from Saturday 30th March to Monday 1st April 2024. Get your tickets now at Grenadian Optical or visit gotofed.com and secure your spot to be part of this extraordinary celebration of athleticism.
The thrill and excitement of the Republic Bank Intercall competition makes its way to the Karani James Athletic Stadium, March 12th, 13th, and 14th. 88 events, 25 schools, 3 days, and 2 champions. Make history and witness the first ever Intercall March Pass competition amongst participating schools, days 1 and 2. Who would it be in 2024? Come out in your colors, support your alma mater. Day 1 will be electrifying, day 2 pulsating, and day 3 will end in a crescendo as history will be made in the National Stadium. Tickets are available at the gates of the National Stadium, gotofed.com, and Grenadian Optical.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
The National Lotteries Authority is a proud sponsor of many cultural activities within the Tri-Island state of Grenada.
My name is Anderson Matheson, also known as Leftis, and I'm a calypsonian and string band music player from Carriacou. I support the games of the National Lottery Authority because culture benefits tremendously. Annually, the NLA supports the Carriacou and Pitamatinee Carnival, the Carriacou String Band Music Festival, and all regattas, among other activities. When I play the game of the NLA, I can see where my money goes, and it's an investment into our culture.
Yes, Grenada, when you play the games of the NLA, you enable us to invest in the skills and talents of our people in the areas of sports, culture, and nation building.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back. 23 students of the St. Joseph's Roman Catholic School at Palm Road, St. David, spent the last 2 days at the Produce Chemist Laboratory at Tantine St. George as one of the requirements for their Caribbean Primary Exit Assessment. Christina John will tell us more.
This exercise aided in fostering their creativity and broadening their awareness of the agro-processing industry, particularly the production and use of alternative flours. This hands-on approach not only helped the children appreciate the diversity of ingredients available to them, but also promotes a healthier and more adventurous approach to eating. The students explained the process by utilizing sweet potato, cassava, and breadfruit.
And today we come here to do a project for our CPA. You could use the flour to make dumpling, cakes, pancakes, and others. Today
I'm making cassava flour. Yeah, you have to wash, get it scrubbed, yeah, peel.
My name is Kylie Murray. I'm 11 years old and I am from St. Joseph Catholic. Learning how to make flour from cassava, breadfruit, sweet potato and plantain. Basically use them to make bread, cakes, pancakes and etc. First you have to wash the thing, then you cut it up and you peel it, you cut it up and then you put it in the citrus water so it will not turn black in color. After that, you could put it to dehydrate, then grind it.
First, you have to clean it, scrub it down and thing. After, you peel it and you put it and you separate it on some boards and then you put it in the heat dryer.
CPA teacher at the school, Carol Ross, cites this as a means of cutting costs, as some of these products are readily available at home.
We are here today as part of our CPEA group project. So we are doing alternative sources of flour. So we are here so that they can see the process involved in making the 4 types of flour that we chose. It is to fulfill one of the aspects of the CPEA assessment exam. So they have to do a group project, and the grade from it would go towards the final score. But we're also hoping that from them doing the learning how to make the different types of flour, they can go home and do it so that their parents can actually explain to their parents how they can go about making it, and they can use some of the products that they have available at home. So
Ian Bartholomew, representative at the Chemist Lab, said she believes giving the students such an experience in processing should be an exciting venture. Bartholomew wished the students success in their upcoming CPE exams.
This is not the first time students came to us to assist them with their CPEA project. I think alternative flour is important because we do have so much persons who are sick, who come down with celiac disease. That means the gluten in wheat flour makes them sick. And there are persons who are just gluten intolerant. Then we have persons who just want to live a healthier lifestyle, persons who just want a change in taste, flavor, variety. So here today, I think it's important that the students learn of alternative alternative flour, since agriculture is one of our main pillars of our economic pillar, and agro-processing by extension is another extension of that pillar. And I think it's important that students can see they can in the future go ahead and do processing as a business. It doesn't have to be flour, of course, it could be anything else, but I think we're here as the basis. This is the basic. And they can also go home and they could get this done home. They could show their parents, their other siblings how this is done.
The Caribbean Primary Exit Assessment will be held on May 15th and 16th. Christina John, GBN News.
Former national footballer and full-time student Connie John is committed to assisting as many athletes as possible through her charity, Girls in Sports Foundation. John told our news desk the foundation serves as a reminder that through hard work and determination, anything is possible. Janelle McDonald takes up this report.
One of Grenada's leading female footballer and former national player, Connie John, has started an initiative aimed at assisting athletes who are currently pursuing studies and are faced with financial challenges. Connie says the many challenges she faced during her undergraduate program at the University of the West Indies inspired her to start the Girls in Sports Foundation to assist future sporting stars.
I have seen I've gone through so many challenges while pursuing my bachelor's and currently doing my master's in marketing at the University in Florida. It's been a rough ride. It's been a crazy roller coaster, and I, for one, do not like roller coasters. And going through these challenges, financial challenges, like when I did my undergrad, it was bittersweet. It was chaos and still comfort at the same time. Going through that and then not being able to pay for tuition, getting locked out of your e-learning because you don't have the money to pay. I ended up getting a scholarship from the school, and that helped me pay for my tuition, and that pushed me to 2 years of studies at university. And I'm just saying this because without these people, without the help, I would have never been able to complete my bachelor's. I would have never been able to sit here today. And this is the reason why I decided to start the Girls in Sports Foundation, because the suffering that I've gone through, the things that I've been through, I do not ever want anyone to go through that without knowing that someone will be there. Like they have no one, they're just alone all the time. And
John recently launched a GoFundMe page to provide further assistance for two particular footballers. While the foundation is relatively new, Connie is urging the public to assist in any way possible.
This GoFundMe now for Shiranda Charles, one of the first mentees. Currently we do have 4 mentees right now, but for now we're working on Shiranda Charles. It's a GoFundMe, and she's currently going to graduate from Otero College, doing an associate degree, and she's about to start in the fall. She's going to be studying business management with a minor in sports management at St. Martin's University. Asking the public to support Miss Shiranda Charles. As they say back home, one man cook a full of basket. So if we all come together and give something, it will go a long way, and she'll be able to fulfill her dreams and make her community proud and Grenada on a whole.
Girls in Sports Foundation can be found on all major social media platforms.
With growing concerns over citizen safety amidst a series of recent violent incidents, questions have arisen regarding adequate protection measures for citizens. GBN raised the issue of potentially amending legislation to permit civilians to carry non-lethal self-defense tools like mace, pepper spray, and tasers. Prime Minister and Minister for National Security Deacon Mitchell responded to a question on this during Tuesday's press briefing.
That's a good question. I will admit that the matter has not come up for discussion at the policy level, and I'm not in a position to say yes or no to the consideration. But I think as part of the discussion on public safety and individual safety, I suppose that's an issue that, in light of your question, will certainly be flagged. I don't know whether the commissioner or assistant commissioner may have any view on it, but at this stage, it's not a matter that has been discussed.
A symbolic start of Intercall 2024 shared with you through the GBN ISA lens.
A good eye catches all. GBN ISA is brought to you by ClearVision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. ClearVision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ClearVision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
Two-time world javelin champion Anderson Peters lights up tonight's GBN ISA as he stands bearing the Intercall torch, signaling the start of the 2024 Intercall Games. The torch relay, a symbol of unity and athleticism, was held on Tuesday morning by spirited students representing each parish alongside the staff of Republic Bank and the bank's brand ambassador Anderson Peters. What a powerful submission. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
And stay with us. We'll hear from the Prime Minister on Haiti's situation.
Just had a special privilege of sampling the Golden Jubilee edition of the limited edition spice rum from the Grenada distillers, and I must say it's something that you should try. It is authentically Grenadian, but from the flavors to the aromas to the overall taste, the blend is great. It's light, it's golden like the Golden Jubilee, and I think you can make any collector's shelves anywhere in the world. Hats off to the Grenada distillers.
I'm a VIP. I'm a VIP. I'm a VIP.
Are you a VIP? Have you taken the necessary steps to safeguard your child's health? Let's get it right. Get your child on their vaccination schedule. Our national protection and coverage is our national priority. Our actions will impact Grenada's health and wellness. Let's make childhood immunization and vaccination number one. I am Senator Jonathan Lacrette, and I am a VIP champion. Let's make all our children VIPs, vaccinated, immunized, and protected.
Let's all be VIP champions.
A message from the Ministry of Health, Wellness, and Religious Affairs, Be a VIP Childhood Vaccination and Immunization Campaign in collaboration with UNICEF and the Pan American Health Organization.
National Lotteries Authority is a proud sponsor of many cultural activities within the trial state of Grenada.
My name is Anderson Matheson, also known as Leftist, and I'm a calypsonian and string band music player from Carrico. I support the games of the National Lottery Authority because culture benefits tremendously. Annually, the NLA supports the Carrico Petite Carnival, the Carrico String Band Music Festival, and all regattas, among other activities. When I play the game of the NLA, I can see where my money goes, and it's an investment into our culture.
Yes, Grenada, when you play the games of the NLA, you enable us to invest in the skills and talents of our people in the areas of sports, culture, and nation building.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Thinking about getting internet at home? Sign up now and get a $200 Visa cash card from Flow. That's $200 cash to spend anywhere that accepts card payments. Buy groceries, beauty supplies, pay bills, buy whatever you like. Enjoy super fast broadband and free cash now from Flow, keeping you connected.
After tedious deliberations, the Caribbean community, CARICOM, Haitian stakeholders, the United Nations, the governments of Brazil, Canada, France, Mexico, and the United States of America have all arrived at a consensus on Haiti. This report from Beverly Telesford.
On Tuesday, a joint statement issued by CARICOM, international partners, and Haitian stakeholders on Haiti informed of a transitional governing arrangement, which all stakeholders agreed to. The decision, made during a crucial meeting in Jamaica on Monday, saw the promise of resignation by Haitian Prime Minister Ariel Henry once a transitional presidential council is formed. This agreement to a transitional governance arrangement paves the way for a peaceful transition of power, continuity of governments, an action plan for near-term security, and the road to free and fair elections in Haiti. It further seeks to assure that Haiti will be governed by the rule of law. Incoming CARICOM Chair Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell could not attend the meeting in Jamaica due to a conflict in timing with a press conference in Grenada. Prime Minister Mitchell told journalists the road to this decision came after tireless meetings.
In particular, since the CARICOM meeting in Guyana, almost every day of the week, sometimes on calls all the way to 2, 3 a.m. in the morning, dealing with the Haiti issue, keeping it alive, keeping it at the international forefront, getting our partners, the Canadians, the Americans, the French, the UK, in particular our colleagues in Kenya and Benin, Mexico, to really come on board to try and support the initiative, to first find a political strategy to transition in towards elections, because CARICOM is quite clear that in the absence of a Haitian-led, Haitian homegrown political strategy to addressing the issues in Haiti, no amount of intervention from external forces, no amount of security forces will solve the issues to the point where you have sustainability.
Prime Minister Mitchell said the political situation in Haiti needed to be addressed first in order for the health and safety issues to be resolved, as the leader of one of the gangs which seized control of the country's capital had given the command in direct challenge to the rule of Prime Minister Henry, calling for his resignation.
The Prime Minister Ariel Henry, as you're aware, he was not elected as the Prime Minister of Haiti, but became the Prime Minister after the assassination of the President of Haiti. And so we felt it was important that there be a clear signal from him that in fact that path to a transitioning to having a council that will oversee the elections in Haiti happens. And to a large extent our conversation has been about getting him to understand and to cooperate.
CARICOM Chair Guyana's President Mohamed Irfan Ali detailed the next steps to be taken towards the establishment of a transitional presidential council in Haiti and the naming of an interim prime minister.
The Transitional Presidential Council will swiftly select and appoint an interim prime minister. The Transitional Presidential Council will, together with the interim prime minister, appoint an inclusive council of ministers. The Transitional Presidential Council will hold the relevant and possible powers of the Haitian presidency during the transition period until an elected government is established.
As gangs run rampant, the capital of Haiti, Port-au-Prince, and the surrounding region is under a month-long state of emergency, while a nightly curfew from 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. has been extended. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
Stay with us. We'll have your regional and international news right after the break.
The thrill and excitement of the Republic Bank Intercall competition makes its way to the Kirani James Athletic Stadium, March 12th, 13th, and 14th. 88 events, 25 schools, 3 days, and 2 champions. Make history and witness the first ever Intercall March Pass competition amongst participating schools, days 1 and 2. Who would it be in 2024? Come out in your colors, support your alma mater. Day 1 will be electrifying, day 2 pulsating, and day 3 will end in a crescendo as history will be made in the National Stadium. Tickets are available at the gates of the National Stadium, GoToFed.com, and Grenadian Optical.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Brentwood, and Central Deputy Street, Wall. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
The National Lotteries Authority is a proud sponsor of many cultural activities within the Tri-Island state of Grenada.
My name is Anderson Matheson, also known as Leftis, and I'm a calypsonian and string band music player from Carrico. I support the games of the National Lottery Authority because culture benefits tremendously. Annually, the NLA supports the Carrico and Pitty Carnival, the Carrico String Band Music Festival, and all regattas, among other activities. When I play the game of the NLA, I can see where my money goes, and it's an investment into our culture.
Yes, Grenada, when you play the games of the NLA, you enable us to invest in the skills and talents of our people in the areas of sports, culture, and nation building.
And good evening, sports fans. The much-anticipated 2024 Republic Bank Intercall Championship commenced today at the Granny James Athletic Stadium with a vibrant torch relay ceremony that symbolized unity and athleticism and the spirit of competition. The torch relay was led by spirited students representing each parish, accompanied by the esteemed staff of Republic Bank and the bank's brand ambassador, the renowned Anderson Peters. Naomi Diali, the managing director of Republic Bank Grenada, reiterated the bank's unwavering commitment to supporting youth development initiatives in the country.
Passionate performances. The Intercall Championship is facilitated through Republic Bank's Power to Make a Difference program, an initiative that is focused on enhancing our communities through the power to help, care, learn, and succeed. Today, Republic Bank reaffirms its commitment to supporting the youth of our nation as we pursue their dreams in the arena of track and field.
Jaden Knight, a student from St. Rose Modern Secondary School, delivered the athlete's oath on behalf of all participants, expressing their dedication to fair play, sportsmanship, and determination through championship.
On behalf of all athletes, I pledge that we will participate in the 2024 Republic Bank Inter-Secondary Games Athletic Championship in the true spirit of sportsmanship, abiding by the rules which govern them for the glory and honor of our schools and success of the games.
Pledging to uphold the highest standards of integrity and fairness, Carol McSween, field judge, took the oath on behalf of the game's officials.
On behalf of all officials, I pledge that we will participate in the 2024 Republic Bank Inter-Secondary Schools Athletic Championships with complete impartiality, observing the rules which govern them to ensure the smooth running and high standards of the games.
The opening ceremony also featured a special tribute to individuals who have made significant contributions to the Intercol Championship over the years and have since passed away. Their legacy and enduring impact on Grenada's sports community were commemorated, reminding everyone of the tournament's rich history and the individuals who have helped shape its success. The 2024 Republic Bank Intercol Championship promises to be a celebration like no other. It's going to celebrate sportsmanship and camaraderie and the pursuit of excellence, embodying the true spirit of Grenada's sporting heritage. As the competition unfolds in the coming days, all eyes will be on the athletes as they strive for victory and etch their names into the annals of Grenada's sporting history. Guyana is gearing up to make a strong statement on the regional athletic stage as it sends a formidable team of 23 talented athletes to compete at the 2024 CRIFTA Games, set to take place from March 30th to April 1st at the Granny James Stadium. Leading the charge is Commonwealth Youth Games 400-meter champion Tiana Springer, whose remarkable achievements have earned her a spot in multiple events, including the 400-meter, 200-meter, 4x400-meter, and the 4x400-meter mixed relay. She's joined by an elite group of athletes, including Javon Roberts, Narissa McPherson, Atoya Harvey, and Malachi Austin, all poised to showcase their abilities in various disciplines. The team composition for the under-20 category includes standout athletes such as Carissa December, Narissa McPherson, and the versatile Atoya Harvey. These athletes will compete in events ranging from the 400-meter hurdles to the 1,500-meter, promising a strong representation across a spectrum of track and field disciplines. In the under-20 males category, notable names like Jahil Cornett and Javon Roberts and Malachi Austin will compete in events such as the 100-meter or the 200-meter, 800-meter, and the 1,500-meter, emphasizing the team's well-rounded skill set and determination to make an impact at the CRIFTA Games. The under-17 category features emerging talents like Athalia Hinkson, Esther McKinnon, and Skylar Charles ready to make their mark in sprints, middle distance, and jumps. The inclusion of skilled athletes like Duel Europe, Caden Persad, and Nathaniel Samaru in the under-17 male category further adds depth to Guyana's representation. The 2024 CRIFTA Games is known for fostering regional camaraderie and showcasing the Caribbean's top young talents, and it will witness fierce competition at the Granny James Stadium. Now, the Grenada Olympic Committee, GOC, witnessed a remarkable turnout for its Women in Sport one-day activity held on March the 9th at the Olympic House. The event, organized under the dedicated leadership of Dr. Jane Noel, chairman of the Grenada's Women in Sport Commission, served as a celebration of women's contributions to sports and empowerment under the theme, Everyone Belongs, Everyone is Relevant, Become Empowered. The one-day event aimed to foster a spirit of inclusion and empowerment within the sporting community, recognizes the invaluable role women play in shaping the landscape of sports in Grenada. From athletes to coaches and administrators to supporters, the event welcomed participants from diverse backgrounds, united by their passion for sports and dedication to promoting gender equality. Dr. Jane Noel, in her capacity as the facilitator of the event, spearheaded discussions and activities that encourage participants to embrace their roles as agents of change and advocates for inclusivity. And that's what's been happening in sports. now for a look at what's been happening around the region and the wider globe today. The United States says it has airlifted non-essential embassy staff from Haiti as the country spirals further into gang violence. The Americans have also boosted security at their mission in the capital, Port-au-Prince. It follows attacks by gangs on the airport, police stations, and prisons all this week.
Supplies are running scarce. There are some passage as the last few hours have been rather peaceful, but it's very fragile. I think everybody's waiting for what comes out of Kingston, which is on the political front, but we're running low on gas, on oil, food, water. It's a situation that is becoming very difficult.
And you talk about food and water. There is talk of famine in Port-au-Prince. Have you seen evidence of that?
Well, it certainly is affecting families that have been displaced, that were in shelters and that had to run from the violence from these shelters to go and reshelter other places. So, of course, organizations such as the WFP, the UNICEF, are all raising alarms about how the situation may aggravate in the coming hours and days. So that's why everybody's hopeful for a resolution or some sort of path forward, at least politically, to start and address the security situation.
And of course, we've seen earlier pictures of the U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken in Jamaica. There is a huge delegation there representing the UN, France, and other stakeholders. They are trying to sort something out, but how much hope is there within Haiti itself that this is going to happen?
Well, hopes are high, but people are also very realistic about the possible outcomes as the political situation remains very complicated. There are several proposals presented to the CARICOM and the international community. It's unclear if they will find one common ground to help the country get out of that political void that we're facing right now.
The UN Secretary General has called for an immediate ceasefire in Sudan after nearly a year of fighting between the Sudanese army and the paramilitary rapid support forces. Antonio Guterres urged the warring parties to halt hostilities during the Muslim holy month of Ramadan. The war risks triggering the world's largest hunger crisis, with reports of children dying from malnutrition, and is already the biggest displacement crisis on earth.
We have an extraordinary problem on our hands in Sudan at the moment, not only inside the country but also across the region. 8.4 million people displaced inside, another 1.9 million refugees escaping into places like Chad and South Sudan, countries that don't really have the capacity to meet their needs. The international community must put pressure on all parties to the conflict to cease fire. As we've just heard from the Secretary General, it's essential that we have a ceasefire which would allow humanitarian organizations such as the World Food Programme to scale up our operations massively. And that is the only thing that is going to provide any ability to prevent the hunger crisis that is looming as we speak. We're all coming up next month to the 1-year anniversary of the start of the conflict, and all of the efforts to try and impose or agree a ceasefire or to allow the humanitarian access thus far have not succeeded. But we can't give up hope. We need to continue to put pressure, and we need key members of the Security Council and others to ensure that progress is being made, because without an end to the conflict, we are facing a devastating catastrophe in Sudan.
The price of Bitcoin, the world's largest cryptocurrency, has hit a new all-time high, above $72,000 for one. The surge is being driven by U.S. finance giants pouring billions into buying Bitcoins. The new record represents just another dramatic moment in Bitcoin's turbulent history.
For the last 2 years, lines charting the value of Bitcoin have mostly been in one direction. But in the last few weeks, it's all changed. Almost hourly now, this virtual currency is hitting new all-time highs. The reason? Well, it's mostly down to this place. In January, traders from US investment giants were given the green light by US watchdogs to start selling products linked directly to Bitcoin. As a result, they've spent billions buying up coins. Further stoking the fire, today, UK financial authorities say they too are open to allowing some trading based on crypto assets. Some are now wondering just how far this virtual currency can go.
Some people think that the potential of Bitcoin is to replace all other currencies, and there are shops and restaurants like this one in London that accept Bitcoin. I just bought this £7 burger, for example, which was 0.00009 Bitcoin. But the way prices are going now, who knows what it'll be worth tomorrow?
I don't think we're going to see Bitcoin becoming a genuine currency. What I think we're seeing it become is a recognised and potentially widely used investment asset. People buying it to save for the longer term and to benefit from the price rises.
Bitcoin was created by an anonymous internet user in 2009 to make sending money as easy as sending an email, all without needing any financial institutions. Bitcoin transactions are processed by a huge network of volunteers who use computers to check transactions. As a reward, they're automatically given new coins. Right now, the demand for those coins seems to be higher than ever, and many Bitcoin fans are celebrating their newfound riches. Others, though, are wondering with caution which way the notoriously unpredictable line will go next. Joe Tidy, BBC News.
That's what's been happening around our globe today. And now for a recap of the night's top headlines. 4 police officers charged in connection to the escape of 3 escapees. Prime Minister addresses violence against women and children following the gruesome killing of 14-year-old Esther Patterson. In regional news, U.S. evacuates embassy staff amid gang violence in Haiti. And internationally, UN chief calls for Ramadan ceasefire in Sudan. And in sports, 2024 Republic Bank Intercol Championship commenced today with vibrant torch relay ceremony. If you missed any part of this newscast, there'll be a rebroadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. We thank you for choosing GBN tonight, and we hope to see you again tomorrow.